Tuesday. I know you're probably thinking like, where's the background? Why do you sound like that? Y'all, I'm not feeling that great. Um, I did the dummy. I did. I did. I woke up feeling a little off and I pushed myself. I shouldn't have did that. I should have rested because I got a full day tomorrow. So that's why we going live from the bed. I still wanted to show up because, you know, I be loving to show up for y'all. And I think I figured out a solution to my music copyright problem. So I'm gonna just play my own song in the background. Um, what is the name of my song? That is like any songwriter can tell you like when you're struggling to write. Um, what is not no, hold on, let me think. There we go. It's gotta be an instrumental in here somewhere. Um, I ain't gonna wait too long for people to show up though. Because I think this is mine. Oh, thank God it's mine. Okay, cool. I can play my own song. Boom. They cannot copyright strike me on my own music. Hopefully. How I'm going? How they gonna fight me for me? That's nuts. But welcome to the live stream. See, this is commitment. I am committing from the bed right now. I am committing from whatever I'm feeling. I don't know what happened this morning. I woke up and had a little tickle in my throat. Okay, I had a little tickle in my throat, and I was like, I had an audition this morning in person, and I decided to take medicine on an empty stomach, and I just don't understand why I thought that was a good idea. No, sorry, there is nothing toxic about me. So if that's what you're looking for, you came to the wrong place, my friend. And I'm not a Jamaica girl. But thank you for asking. Anyway, um, so yeah, I took that. No, what is wrong with y'all? I took that medicine on an empty stomach and it was just not a good thing. Okay, so it's like a lot of people playing today. Cool, cool, got it, got it. I'm gonna just make sure that I do this for my day ones because I don't know what this chat is right now. I'm so glad I'm like a few years into the content game and not moved by ridiculousness. You were scrolling and you found me. Well, hello. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. Um, but I'm glad that I did not like get caught up into this game as a social media person for like, you know, I don't know what that means. I'm a lot older than I look, so I do not know what that means. Anyway, thank you. But I feel like I have been in this game for such a long time that like weird comments, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, so like it doesn't really move me a whole lot. Anyway, I hope that you all are doing well. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the live stream. If you are new to my channel, my name is Crystal Luster. I do a lot of different things, mostly comedy, but I am a mental health advocate. I'm an advocate for those walking through divorce and trying to date again. And, movements. I do a lot of fitness content. I do a lot of comedic content. I just try to be a light in dark places at the end of the day. That is always my goal, to help people and be a light in dark places. So right now I'm in the middle of a challenge that I put myself on, a live stream challenge to go live every day for 40 days. And then we'll see what happens beyond that. But I'm on day 23 of going live every day. And I have been talking about this 40-day sugar fast that I'm doing. And it has been very rewarding. I've been sharing it. There are some people in my community who are following along and doing the fast with me. So it's been pretty cool. It's been a lot of benefits mentally, spiritually, physically, all the things. That jawline coming back real nice and all of that. Before I get into the devotional of the day, I just want to remind you all of some things that are up right now. So the dating challenge. The boyfriend application is up. And thank you. The boyfriend challenge, I mean, boyfriend application coffee date with Chris is officially live, the third round. So we have 3 new guys to choose from. I need y'all to pick a date for me. Pick a date. Voting closes on, what day is this? Voting closes on Thursday. So I need to see who I'm going to invite on a date with me. We have a lot of mixed comments. IG is saying one thing, FB is saying another thing, YT is saying one thing. And I haven't even posted it on Clock app because I don't know what's going on over there. But y'all let me know what you thinking. Um, don't do that. I need to know what y'all thinking. Who do I invite on a date? Now the last round 2, that guy did not respond to my date request. So if that happens again, I'm gonna have to figure out a different thing. I don't want to just keep going through all of these rounds. If you're interested, I want to highly recommend, if you watch the latest boyfriend application video, I posted it last night. If you watch that, I highly recommend that y'all check out the full length videos of each candidate, because a lot of people are rooting for a candidate, and I think y'all need to hear his entire application. I'm not gonna hold you, because when I first read the summary, I had help putting a summary together. When I first read the summary, I was like, oh, okay, he seems cool. But then when I read his actual application, I was like, oh, he seemed a little scary. So I just think that y'all should watch them and just see, make an informed decision. It's on my bonus view. The link is in my profile, so you can check that out. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts on who should go on a virtual date with me, and we'll go from there. Stakes are low. I don't assume that anything in particular will come out of it, but that is somebody getting access to me and like having a one-on-one conversation. So choose wisely. Help me choose wisely, please, and thank you. Um, I will not be subscribed to you. Don't want to date you. Oh, okay, that's totally fine. You will fly me out to Texas. Wow, I like getting flued out. That's very nice. Um, Thank you. Is that Lexi? Thank you very much. All right, so like I said, boyfriend application round 3 video is up. Check that out. I was supposed to have another long form video up today, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been in this bed since I got home from my audition. Not feeling the best, and I have a very long day because I told y'all I'm starting my solo travel road trip series tomorrow. Well, filming for it. And so I got to be on the road at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm resting. I'm choosing to rest today. I'll edit tomorrow at some point. Also, fun things happening. So I had that audition this morning for Groundlings. Went really well. But I also have an audition on Thursday for a series regular on a new TV show. Really excited. Crazy thing is, I might have to move back. I might have to move back. That would be so wild. If I came all the way out here just to have to move back, like, that would be crazy. But who knows? Who knows, right? I'm just kind of along for this ride, just trying to figure out what things are happening. Yes, yes, for sure. I'm not seeing any of my regulars in here, and I don't really know where my peoples are at, but I'm gonna keep it moving for them because I love them, and I'm sure that they will file in at some point. Anyway, devotion of the day. Day 23. Like I said, I'm reading this book. It is Tagged to the Live. It's called The 40-Day Sugar Fast by Wendy Speak. And I'm reading day 23. She talks about hunger pains, but I have a suspicion that she is not talking about the regular hunger pains that we might be thinking of. She comes from Psalm 63, verse 1 in the NLT. She says, "O God, you are my God. I earnestly search for you. My soul thirsts for you. My whole body longs for you. In this parched and weary land, there is no water." Most of us aren't very good at going hungry. We're even worse at staying hungry for long periods of time. I don't know why I said long like that, but it just kind of came out. That may be why many people transition from fasting to dieting about halfway through this 40-day fast. Here's how it happens. You're through the ugly detox stage. Physically, you feel pretty good, and spiritually, you're closer to God than you have been in a long time, maybe ever. Wonderful. You've discovered healthier meal options and have found a rhythm to eating sugar-free. You're not so hungry anymore, not the way you were at the beginning. Your energy is up and your thinking is clearer, and you've clearly gotten everything out of this fast that you're going to get, or so you think. You're on cruise control now. I've seen it time and again and experienced it myself. Perhaps the biggest way to slip from fasting to dieting mid-fast is learning to fill up on sugar-free foods. However, the goal in these pages and throughout these days isn't to simply detox from sugar and transfer your focus to sugar-free recipes. It's to thirst for God as though you're wasting away in a dry and parched land, to, to long for Him and growing in your love relationship with Him. You are missing the point entirely if you have found a way to fast without experiencing hunger. Hunger pains are a holy tool reminding us that we are fasting, why we are fasting, and whom we want to be most hungry for. I love how author Bill Gaultiere says it here. In other words, let your hunger pains become like church bells calling you to prayer. Whenever you're hungry for food, say to yourself something like, Jesus, you are my sweetness and sustenance. Your name is like honey on my lips. Your words are the manna that I hunger for. When you replace your sugary treats for sugar-free foods, you will likely lose weight and experience other health benefits. But don't you want more than that? I do. If you want a changed life, you must do more than change your diet. Eating sugar-free may enhance your life, but only the Lord Himself can transform it. Instead, renounce sugar and replace it with sweet and constant dependence on Christ, the bread of life. Your sustenance, when you do that, your life will begin to change. It takes longer than 23 days to be transformed, and it requires a measure of pain, hunger pain, which is why I want you to consider how you might increase your physical hunger as a means of unleashing your spiritual hunger. Your body is getting used to functioning without sugar, which is why you may be thinking you are ready for a transition. If you want to transition, go deeper rather than pulling back. Press into Christ rather than into some mere diet. Lay down your refined sugars in exchange for His sweet refining. It's time to crank up the heat in the crucible of this fast. There's a lot of Christianese stuff that I will break down in a minute. That's funny. How might you increase your physical hunger so that you can experience greater spiritual hunger? Some people find that eliminating other foods such as bread and pasta is an easy way to crank up the intensity of this fast. Others choose to give up breakfast completely. By waiting to eat until after you've had a significant time with the Lord each day, you get the intense benefits of a traditional fast each morning. Some days that means you might have breakfast around mid-morning, but other days it may not be until noon. This practice of turning to the Lord before turning to food will certainly turn up the heat on your fast. You will be reminded by every empty belly growl that you're fasting from sugar in order to feast on Him. Allowing yourself to go physically hungry enables your heart. Sorry, y'all, hold on. Allowing yourself to go physically hungry can enable your heart. Where am I at? Allowing yourself, I lost my place. There we go. You'll be reminded every morning. By every empty belly growl that you're fasting from sugar in order to feast on Him. Allowing yourself to go physically hungry enables your heart to grow spiritually hungry. God promises that when all else fails, He is our portion. Skip a meal or take other foods out of your diet for the rest of this fast. See for yourself how physical hunger ignites a deeper hunger for the one who can satisfy. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. I recognize how countercultural and counterintuitive it is to let yourself go hungry. But when you push through discomfort, you'll experience a deeper comfort than any comfort food ever could provide. Take some time now to get quiet. Consider how much you have eaten today. Is it possible that you've simply transitioned into a sugar-free diet? Is your belly constantly full of sugar-free foods? Or is it clanging like a church bell calling you to prayer? Press into the hunger pains as you press on through these fasting days. In Psalm 63:8, the psalmist cries, "My soul clings to you." I have found that fasting intensifies my soul's desperation for God, causing me to cling to Him in a way I don't naturally do when I'm filled with the things of this world. What might you give up in order to intensify your soul's desperate need for God? For when you seek Him desperately, you will find Him abundantly, exceedingly, and more than you ever hoped or imagined. Don't be afraid to get hungry. Be afraid of a life that never hungers for God. And in the prayer of the day, dear Lord, I don't want to get less hungry as I fast, but more hungry. Intensify my hunger for you. Use each empty belly growl to remind me that I want you most of all. When I long for sweet refined sugars, teach me to lean into your sweet refining. 23 days into this 40-day fast, I want you more today than I did on day one. Help me, Lord, to have the courage to go without so that I might go with you. Amen. Excuse me. Okay. So, what is happening with the live today? I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, so this is a heavy word, right? A lot of times, especially like people who may not be accustomed to fasting or who may not be churchified or speak Christianese might be like, okay, so you gave up sugar, cool. Now you want me to give up more stuff? You keep asking for more and more and more and more. I don't want to do that. That's not what we agreed to, all the things. Like, those are all human responses. I totally get that. And I'll be completely honest and say, like, while reading that, I'm like, I'm not giving up more stuff. But then I started thinking about it, right? Number one, y'all know I be forgetting to eat. I've had one meal today. I'm probably not going to eat anything else just because I'm not feeling the best. So that's one thing. But then also, I'm reminded of times where I do feel like I want a snack. Like the last few days, I've been wanting something sugary. And so I'm like, well, I'm not eating any sugar. And instead of feeling antsy or feeling like I wanted something sweet, and it wasn't that I felt anxious in that moment, I just, I have a sweet tooth. I leaned on to non-sugar snacks. And I really have to sit in the discomfort of that question. And it's like, okay, if the whole purpose of this fast is not just a physical detox, but also, like she says, a spiritual transformation, why not be willing to go the extra mile and do something else? Why not check myself and make sure that my priorities are in order before I go reaching for a snack of any kind? And I'm definitely pressed in this to think about sitting in the hunger pain. And I think, our physical hunger pains, like, I don't know about y'all, but I grew up saying my stomach touching my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the type of person where you got 27 minutes for me to get some food or I turn into a different person. And it's a person that nobody likes. Like, I definitely become hangry. Nobody likes hangry Crystal. Like, nobody likes, y'all think y'all love being around me, and I'm a vibe. I have a whole good time. You know what I'm saying? Hungry Crystal is a menace. Hungry Crystal is no fun. Hungry Crystal is quiet, but she is also like agitated. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess over here. Like, leave me alone. And it's not even like that probably was funny to some people, but it's really like, oh, let me leave her alone. That's kind of like what it is, right? So, yes, exactly. Um, no, not fasting food altogether for 23 days. That's not what we're talking about. I have been fasting sugar for the last 23 days, refined sugar. So, like candy, cake, cookies, pies, all that kind of stuff, donuts. Let me stop naming stuff because I'm starting to crave them again. But in that, right, it's the same thing that I've been talking about for the past few weeks. I think a lot of times, at least for me, people start leaning into eating their feelings, eating sugar, eating, or whatever it is, whatever our vices are. We all have our vices. And it's like, we lean into those things to avoid the discomfort of whatever it is that we're dealing with. And my whole motivation for going on this fast was not only to reel in my sugar cravings, but also to divert my attention or revert my attention back to God and to stop trying to cover my problems with this sugar addiction. And I think when I got to that space and I really started sitting in it, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to admit to myself that I gained 15 pounds last year because I was frustrated with life and I was not disciplined. It's uncomfortable to sit in front of you all and live stream and talk about how I dealt with depression, how I dealt with sadness and anxiety, how I dealt with anger, how I dealt with, disappointment. It's not comfortable. That's not a comfortable thing to talk about. It's not a comfortable thing to admit to myself that I leaned into temporary, unhealthy addictions, to sugar, to food, to anything else that, well, mostly mine was just food. But you know what I'm saying? It's not comfortable to sit in that, but it's just the same discomfort as hunger pains. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And the whole point is, what do you want more? I don't know about y'all. I've been sharing my fitness journey and I feel bad. I have not moved my body the last couple of days because I haven't been feeling well, but rest is also important. A recovery, rest. So I'm not going to be hard on myself. I'll get some movement tomorrow. But like, think about it. It's not pop, it's Waterloo, sparkling water. But when I think about it, you know, you don't get progress without pushing through some discomfort. And so whether that be this fast or whether it be when I'm moving my body and I'm exercising, because y'all know Chris does not like going to the gym. I don't hate it anymore, but I still don't like it. It's not my favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see some results. I want to be good to my body. I want to be good to my mental health. And so I push through that discomfort to show up for myself. I push through the discomfort of waiting to eat breakfast or, skipping breakfast altogether. I usually do because I just forget to eat. But I can push through satisfying my physical body to prioritize my spiritual health, my mental health. And it's so crazy, like saying that out loud. I think about how often I do that to busy myself with work. Half the times that I forget to eat is because I've been editing all day. But I can't stop to pray. You know, that's a personal conviction of mine. Maybe you're not somebody who prays. Maybe you're not somebody who is interested in spiritual transformation. And that's fine. Your walk is your walk. But I know for me, I need something bigger than myself to believe in. I need a savior. I really do, because I cannot save myself. And I think the whole purpose of fasting, when you recognize how weak you are, how dependent you've become on something else, and now you don't have that thing, and you feel weak, you feel irritable, you feel frustrated, you feel lost, you feel angry, you feel exposed. All those things, that's the point. It's the point to show that you need something, but just the right thing. And I feel like that's where I am right now, is that I have really, through these last few weeks, recognized how desperately I'm in need of a savior, of help, of guidance. And it's really been teaching me to rediscipline myself in seeking God about the things that make me uncomfortable, that make me sad, that make me frustrated, that make me feel afraid. So that's what I'm getting from this, is just not being afraid to go the extra mile to like really get what I need out of this, and not making it a diet, not making it an adjustment or, whatever, but more so thinking about it from a perspective of how satisfying will it be to get what I actually need. You think about Thanksgiving. I don't know about everybody's, house. I know some people, I think depending on your melanin levels, the longer you go without eating, that's like the darker you might be. Because sometimes Black people be like not eating dinner until 7 p.m. So we got to starve all day. Crazy work, right? But if you think about it, in my house when I grew up, most of the time dinner was like 5 p.m. We've moved it up since then because ain't nobody got time for that. But for argument's sake, 5 p.m., no breakfast because mom didn't want me to spoil my dinner. And so by the time I finally get that food, it's hitting every spot I got. Everything tastes good. Nothing tastes bad. Okay. And maybe it wasn't even that good to begin with. That's not the same case here. But just for argument's sake, everything tastes delicious. Nothing tastes bad because I have just enjoyed. I mean, I've been hungry. When you starve and you ate all day and you finally eat something and you're like, I can't tell if it's good or if I'm just hungry. It satisfies you in a way that you couldn't even imagine if you were just eating like normal. And I think when we look at it from a fasting perspective, the difference is that scripture is always going to be satisfying because it can always hit in a different kind of way. It's always relevant. It's always fresh. It's never stale. You can always find something new that you didn't see before. And revelation, right in time of need, like I'll be honest and share something. I'll be honest and share something that was like really, really helpful for me today. I've been asking God to give me strategy and direction. And today, one of my big brothers, he's a speaker and a writer. He does a lot of great things. I really appreciate him. He called me today. He's like, hey, you've been on my heart. Like, what's going on? And I'm just kind of catching him up on things. And he's like, okay, I think the thing that you're lacking right now is strategy. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly right. He's like, here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to set up a call next week, and I'm going to help you with your strategy so that you can get in a place that you need to be. God uses people. And so, like, this whole time, all these weeks, I've been fasting and praying and asking God for direction. And a lot of stuff that I've been trying hasn't been working. And then I get this phone call for somebody doing something for me that he does for other people for pay. And he's just like, no, I'm going to help you because you need to be helped. It was nothing but God that put me in that position, you know? And so, like, I just want to encourage you, if you are going through this fast, like, stay the course and really be intentional about what you're reaching for, what you're hungering for. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'm about to lay it down. I'm about to go lay down. Go lay down. I'm gonna drink this. I can't have no ginger ale, so I'm gonna have this peach sparkling water. It smells good. It's so crazy how, like, cause you know you can't really taste anything if you can't smell anything. I can smell. I don't have the vid or nothing like that. It smells so fruity. Oh, I lied. It kind of tastes like peach too. I don't know. I like sparkling water. Thank you. I love you too. I am a Christian. I am. I do not subscribe to religion. I do subscribe to relationship. Like religion as in legalism. That's not something that I subscribe to. But I believe in having a relationship with God for sure. 100%. Fast 30 days starting February. Listen, good luck on your fast. I really do wish you well. I hope that you get it out of it everything that you want to get through. Come on through with the manners. Everybody saying hello. The most simplest reset is in a fast. True. And that's from anything. It doesn't just have to be like food or whatever. It could be whatever you need to fast from. Yep. Yes, relationship over legalism. For sure. Before I hop off here, I just want to remind everybody, like, I know it's a lot of stuff that's happening in the world right now. I just want to encourage y'all to make sure that you're taking care of your mental wellness. I've been really sitting with what to say, if to say, how to say, when to say. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out because it is a lot. It's a lot. And it's not about being afraid of who will announce that they're leaving the community or unfollowing me or whatever. It's 100% about witnessing such horror and trying to digest it and still exist and still adult and still show up and pay bills and be funny and do all the things and grieve and be human. But the one thing that I can say is that my contribution right now, I think, is important. Providing laughter, providing something lighthearted helps. It's a palate cleanser, it's a timeline cleanser. And just a reminder to take care of your mental health. Do not overconsume the doom and gloom. Please make sure you do not overconsume the doom and gloom. Like, it's totally great to be informed. It's fine to be pissed off about stuff that's going on. Just don't let that consume you. Don't let that be your life. Don't let it rob you of living. Make sure you take some time, go touch grass, get some air, get some sun, whatever you can do, hug a loved one. Like, do not let it consume you and turn you into the thing that you hate. It's really easy to do that, and it's getting harder and harder to find the positivity and the lightheartedness in content and social commentary because there's just so much stuff going on. So I just want to remind you all that if you haven't heard it today, I love you. I'm always rooting for you, and I hope that you have peace and strength, and that you're taking care of yourself, and that you're taking care of your mental health. It's really important. It's really, really important. Oh, I'm so glad that you're taking more walks. It's so important. Yeah, yeah. 7-day fast will do it for you for sure. Okay, good, good, good. Very good, very good. Thank you so very much. All right, y'all. I love you. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to lay it down. And so I can be ready. I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning for this content tomorrow. So wish me well. I will say hi and check in from the road. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll be back for day 24. I love you. Talk